All right, Fabi, I saw that Anish did a tier list with Vidit. I think we have to replicate that and do a better tier list.
Okay, let's do it.
So let's start with this one. This is the first tier list I'm ever doing. Have you ever done one of these before?
No, but I've seen a lot because I played some games. And very commonly you have characters or things that will change in the meta.
Mm-hmm.
And just like in chess. So
Are we going to change?
Need a new tier list.
Perfect. All right. So you have to explain to me. I would assume S is the highest, and
S is the supreme tier.
Supreme.
Yeah, supreme.
Okay.
I don't know if it actually means supreme, but it's just S tier. Yeah. And then that's the best. Usually that's overpowered. That's an overpowered item.
Beautiful. All right. So S probably, that's the gold medal team.
But
Big favorite.
We go by team, yeah?
Team by team.
Yeah.
How do you want to start? Do you want to start from the bottom? Let's start from the bottom.
Yeah, let's start with Norway. I mean, it's not the bottom, but that's how it is on our screen, right? So we have Norway there.
And we pick the top 10 teams.
Yeah, we have 10 teams here by average rating. So Norway has Magnus. That's their main trump, the best first board, highest rated first board. They have Johann Sebastian Christensen and Tari, who are both more or less mid 2600 players.
Mm-hmm.
And their fourth board is going to be a weakness. And
Elham. He's, I think, a new GM, 18, 19 years of age, maybe 25, 50. He's still a junior.
Yeah. I mean, besides Magnus, they're not going to be at the same level as, like, let's say India or China or the United States, right? So their first board is what they mainly count on. But in the past, it hasn't always worked out, or usually hasn't worked out for them. They haven't really fought for medals.
They had the worst participation a couple of years ago. I think they took 60th or something like that.
Even with Magnus playing well.
Yeah, that was bad.
So, I don't know. I would definitely not S and definitely not A. I would put them in...
Must be a B, right? I would say a B. C has very low chances, and D basically no chances at all.
Yeah, I mean, there's no teams on here that are a D, because we picked the 10 best teams.
I can think of a D at least.
Okay.
I can think of one D.
Okay.
Maybe a couple of Ds.
I would put them in B, because, if Magnus plays very well, and they have, like, solid performances from others, I would put them B.
B, okay. I was going to go C, but I'll follow you.
That's A.
Oh, that's A. Never mind.
In case you were... unfamiliar with letters. The B is the one below the A.
Yes. Okay. England. What's your take on England? I think they have Howell.
Oh, well, they have Vitugov. I don't know if he's first board, but he's their new player.
He's the first board, yes.
Howell, actually, I don't know, maybe David is higher rated than Vitugov, because Vitugov lost some rating recently. But they're both, like, high-ish 2600 players. Yeah. Although Vitugov probably has a higher peak, like maybe 2730 or so.
2730 for a long time.
Howell is usually pretty good in these events. I think he's won medals before, and more than one. Vitugov is definitely a solid first board, but he's not a top player for sure. I would, and okay, then they have Adams, Mickey, who is kind of a retired player, but he's still very good.
Always solid, yes.
And then they have Gawain. I'm not sure who else is on their team. I think maybe Shreyas
Shreyas, yeah.
On reserve board, but okay, yeah, the question is Mickey, he's always very solid. He keeps a high level even though he is retired, more or less retired. Actually, I don't know what the definition of retired is. Maybe he wouldn't say he is, but he's not as active as he was.
He's the world senior champion right now. I think
he was top 3 in the world. He was top 3 in the world at his peak. He almost became world champion on 2 occasions. But I don't know.
I think this one is a C.
Yeah, I'm going to say C as well.
I'm going to go with a C. Not D, though. It's between C and D, I'm not going to lie. I was thinking about England as one of the potential Ds out of the top 10. Because we have to have a D also, right? Otherwise, it's just...
I'm not sure we're going to find one.
It's not going to be a good tier list.
But okay, it's like, to me, England, I don't see them fighting for medals, but I also don't see them doing too badly. But among this list, like, D to me is like no chances for medals. I wouldn't say no chances, but I don't really see them fighting for medals. I would say C.
C.
Yeah.
Let's be controversial. Let's go with D.
Okay.
Let's be
upset all the English fans out there if you want.
It's okay. Look,
it's allowed.
This is just our tier list. Okay, China. Big one.
Well, okay. So the question, of course, with China is it S or is it A? And I would say it's not S. It's not S because Ding is not in good shape.
Ding is not in good shape, and their fourth board, I would say it's already a liability. Quite an inactive player. I think it's Wang Yue, and he's about 26-30.
I mean, he's a solid player. He's always been very, very solid. But also, Yu Yangyi hasn't been having the best results lately. I think he lost some rating. Wei Yi is obviously doing great this year, even though he's not like super active, but in general, he's doing great. I think he might even have the highest classical performance of all players in the world.
He's very good.
With a limited sample size. Wei Yi is super strong, but without Ding playing well, and that's a big question if he will manage to, I think their best hope is that Ding just plays solidly on board 2. That Wei Yi picks up a lot of points and that their other guys play solidly. But yeah, you're counting on Wei Yi kind of. Okay, Yu Yangyi could play very well, it's true. I would say A. I wouldn't say S.
Let's go with A. Iran. With coach Grishuk.
Okay, yeah, coach. I mean, Grishuk should be quite a good coach. So they have Amin. Parham is his first board. Amin Tabatabai. Parham Maxula on first board. After that, who's on their third and fourth?
Sina Mohaved. I think that's their fourth board. And I'm trying to think of the third one. Daneshvar, Bardia.
Okay, so Movahead is their reserve, yeah?
And Idani Puya, yes.
Okay, so the thing is, like, they're all extremely sharp players, so they could have a lot of volatility. Parham is very sharp. He could win a lot of games. He could also not do well. It's very possible. Amin is a very good player, that's true, but yeah, he is a bit erratic as well. Puya
Daneshvar.
Daneshvar is a
very
young
good
player.
player.
Yeah, he might actually be a very good...
He's a dark horse.
Yeah, might be a very good third board for them.
He can beat anybody, basically.
I'm not putting them above C. That's for sure.
Not above C.
I'm definitely not putting them above C. I don't know. They would have to have a lot of things go their way. Like, everyone would have to be at their best, basically. And that's possible, but it's not very likely. So, C.
Fair enough. Let's put them on C.
I really think that D for England was unfair, but okay.
Everybody's going to hate me now.